What is the difference between the US system and f-stops? I have an old lens here. It's from the time of the First World War. It's a bausch&lomb lens, about 117 millimeters, and it's fitted in a Eastman Kodak shutter. Its aperture scale is in the old US f-stops. See, it's marked US, and it runs like 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Anybody who has ever learned something about binary recognizes these numbers instantly. Each number is the previous number times 2. The upshot of this system was that if the aperture value doubles, so does the shutter time. Very handy. In today's f-stops, this is different. So I have a Mia lens here. It starts at 1.4. And every stop you go up, the number is not multiplied by 2 but by 1.4. So 1.4 times 1.4 is 2. That's because 1.4 is the square root of 2. So times 1.4, 2.8, times 1.4, 4. 4 times 1.4 is 5.6. So etc. until f16 on this lens. You'll recognize that the sequence of 2, 4, 8, 16 is still there, and actually 1.4 times 2 is 2.8, times 2 is 5.6, times 2 is 11 about. So this is how this particular scale works. This lens also has clicks in between. You can maybe hear it. So the stops in between make it useful to predict something. For instance, yesterday the US had about 14,000 cases. Tomorrow this will be about 20,000 cases. 2 clicks. And 2 days after that, 28,000 cases, 40,000 cases, and 2 clicks further, 56,000 cases. This lens can go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, and it's 6 days more. We end up at 160,000 corona cases. I understand there's a trade-off between economics and health, but to predict what happens if the US does not isolate cases or does not go into lockdown, we need a bigger lens to continue the predictions. This is a 300 millimeter lens, f4.5, and further up you see the same numbers again, 5.6, 8, 11, 16. This is where we were. So 13 days from now, 160,000 cases. 2 days later, 220,000 cases. 2 days later, 320,000 cases. And then 4 days later, 640,000 cases in the US. As much as I love shooting portraits, I am keeping my distance now.